Hi everyone, my name is Madison. Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you guys why I decided to drop my sorority. Now, if you know me, hearing me say that I was wanting to join a sorority may come as a surprise to you, and you probably aren't that surprised that I ended up dropping, but I just wanted to explain my experiences, why I dropped, and other things like that to just give you guys more insight on my reasoning and my experience. And now that I'm no longer associated with him, I can talk about whatever I want, say whatever I want, and of course I'm not here to bash anybody or bash the sorority I was in, but I feel like I do have some very valid opinions, and I thought you guys might want to hear them, so let's go. I did not decide I wanted to join a sorority probably until like the month before I graduated high school. I have never been like a very big group person. I would consider myself pretty social, but as far as like my friends go, I have very few very close friends. I would rather be with two best friends than to have a big group of even 5 people. And if you know me and we are best friends, you probably have figured that out by now. I thought it would be good for me. I thought it might be a way for me to branch out, meet more people, and as you guys probably know, I'm an equestrian and I'm studying engineering. I didn't want to confine myself to having only engineering and only equine friends like I did in high school. Some of my best friends in high school, one of them's now an English major, one of them's interior architecture, and one of them's neuroscience. None of those things have anything to do with engineering or horses, which was awesome. Those are my 3 best friends, and I still love them to pieces, and I thought it might be a good way, joining the sorority might be a good way for me to meet more people like them and just expand my my circle, my friend option pool, if that makes any sense. I went through Rush and everything, didn't really like Rush. I met a couple girls that were nice. I thought I might be friends with them, still have yet to hang out with them outside of Rush or outside of the sorority. But just based on that alone, I should, sure, why not try it? So I ended up joining Alpha Chi Omega, and nothing against A Chi O. A Chi O is a great sorority if you guys are looking into joining one. It just wasn't for me, and I honestly don't think any of them are, so nothing against A Chi O. I tried it out for a couple weeks, and before I had to pay and everything, before I was initiated, and I was like, yeah, this is fine. I mean, I'm not loving it, but I'm also not hating it. So I decided to initiate, I decided to pay, all that jazz, and here I am like 2 months later quitting, which financially I'm a little not thrilled about, just because if you guys know anything about sororities, they are not cheap. I believe mine, I think I'm allowed to talk about this, I believe mine is about $1,300 a semester. That's when you're not living in the house. Again, not cheap, pretty expensive for what you're getting. And I just had too many hesitations. Looking back, I should have listened to my gut feeling before I had to pay and before I was initiated. That kept telling me no, but I went for it, and here I am now backing out. That's okay though. I'm glad. I would rather have tried and known than not tried and not known. Either way, I just had so many hesitations. First off, like I said, I'm not a big group person. When there's 300 plus girls in your sorority and everybody's kind of friends with everybody, it was just like a little too surface level for me, which is no big deal. No, not trying to offend anybody. If you are a very have a lot of friends person, good for you. I'm just not. So that definitely made it a little awkward. You go to these big socials and there's so many people and there's so many small talk conversations, just hi, what's your name, whatever, and I thought that would go away over time. I thought I would have met somebody that I really connected with. I thought that I maybe would have found a smaller group of girls within it, and I just didn't. Not to say that any of you guys won't, it's just something to consider. I've been at college for 4 months now, and my best friend I've ever had I met on the 2nd day, the day after I moved in. And she's in engineering. She has nothing to do with sorority, has nothing to do with the horses, anything like that, but I don't know why I felt the need to try to push myself and find more friends when I was content. I'm kind of like an if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of person, where I'm like, if something's awesome and I've met like the best friend ever already, why should I feel the need to want to go and like make these other friendships that I didn't feel like I really needed and that weren't gonna be as meaningful to me. I still went for it anyways. Again, kind of wish I didn't, but I'm also glad I know that I tried it, and I'm glad that I have kind of like a peace of mind about it. So that was kind of the first thing, was that I just kind of, it helped me realize like that I really do appreciate like the few really awesome friends that I have, and that it just helped emphasize that the group thing really isn't for me. Second off, it began to feel like a chore. If you guys are in a sorority, you probably know exactly what I mean. It's once a week you have to go to a meeting where you have to be dressed up, and you get penalized and you get in trouble if you don't look fancy enough, if you don't have high heels on, if you're not wearing a dress, if your hair looks too frizzy. Like little things like this. I'm like, this is ridiculous. And my dorm is over a mile off campus, like off main campus, and the meeting is on main campus. Now keep in mind, the bus at night only runs every 30 minutes. So it would take me, by the time I drive there, have to walk all the way around, it'd take me about 35 minutes just to get where to the meeting was. It was annoying. I hate it. I was like, I would so much rather be studying. I'd so much rather be hanging out with friends. I'd so much rather be cleaning. Like, there's so many other things I'd rather be doing than having to go get all dressed up, go sit in a lecture hall, and have somebody tell us all the things we're doing wrong, that it's not always how it went. Or just talk about, like, voting for the president. I'm like, I get that needs to happen. Like, it was just like, I think my attitude kind of changed when I felt like I wasn't making friends, and like I'd go and I'd sit by myself half the time, or I'd go and try to find someone to sit by and they wouldn't talk to me, and it was just awkward. It just began to feel like a chore, and I hated it. There's so many things I would rather been doing, so many things I just was not a fan. So if you guys are in a sorority, you probably know about chapter. I hate chapter so much. I think it's necessary, but I also think it's ridiculous. I think it's totally overdone. Sorry, but let's be honest. What else? I can see how some people do enjoy it, and nothing against that. I tried to go, we had a retreat that I went on for 2 days. I tried to go to that. We had a philanthropy event that I went to, and I had to go to that. And I really tried to connect and meet some people there. It's not really work. Like, I tried to do what I could to make an effort and branch out and really meet some girls, but it just like was not working. And I think because of that, everything else kind of, my attitude towards everything else kind of changed. Right before I had to pay, it was halfway through the semester. You didn't have to pay until October 25th. And I got to the point where I was like, I'm about to pay over $600 for everything I've done for like the last 2 months. And it felt like a chore, and I hated it, and it was just not fun, and I was not enjoying it. But I said, screw it. Don't know why I did that. Kind of mad that I did that, obviously. Decided to just go for it, and thought I'm just gonna finish out the semester, just see what happens. I thought it would maybe get better. I thought my attitude would change about it. I thought I would I would meet some friends or something, and I just didn't, which is fine. Again, like, I think everything happens for a reason, but I was just not digging it. And to be honest, being an engineer in a sorority was a lot more different than I thought it was going to be. I thought people would be like a lot more open and accepting of it, and a lot less, I don't know, I don't want to be rude and I don't want to totally stereotype, but even during rush week, you know, you kind of, it's a conversation starter. You're like, oh, what's your major? What do you want to do with your life? And I'm like, oh, I'm aerospace engineering. And you're automatically, oh, you're boring, or you're smart. And I'm like, I don't want that to define me. Like, I can still be a fun person. I can still be nice. I can still be social. It's like, it's not just because I'm in engineering that I'm antisocial. And I just felt like it was almost like people almost took it as a turn off, which I really, that kind of grinded my gears. And because of that, I felt like I was just like distant from everybody. People could bond over classes and majors and teachers and, oh, I'm in business too, or oh, I'm in IFI, and then some people are undeclared, and I'm like, there are so few engineers in sororities. Like, it's such a stereotype. It is completely a stereotype, but it is so true, and I did not believe it until I experienced it myself, which honestly is unfortunate. I wish there were more of us, but I can see why more girls don't do it, because we honestly get treated like we're different, which is annoying. And if you've been around here for a while, you probably know that I'm Christian, and you also probably know that I don't do partying, and I don't do drinking, and I don't vape, and all that other jazz. I just don't do it. I don't put up with it, whatever. I don't care if you do, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be involved, and no matter how hard you try, you will not peer pressure me. I will have friends tell me, oh, I'll take you to a party sometime, you'll do it with me. I'm like, sure you will. That's not going to happen. Like, if I wanted to by now, I would have. But I haven't. I don't want to. I have zero interest. And if you think you're going to be the one to get me out of my shell just because you're special and blah, 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 it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. I'm very firm. Hi there. I'm very firm, and I know what I want, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to fall for those games. So when you tell somebody that, oh, I'm not going to go to party with you, or oh, I don't party, or oh, I'm not going to hit your jewel, or I'm not going to vape or whatever, again, my friendship pool shrinks immensely. People don't want to invite me to do things with them, which is fine, because if you're going to judge me for that, I don't want to be friends with you anyways. And if you're going to judge me for the choices I make, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. During Rush Week, they act like, so during Rush Week, they're not allowed to talk about partying. And I get college is a very big party thing, especially CU Boulder's like #3 party school in the country. But you know what? I'm not here to go to the #3 party school in the country. I'm here to go to the #6 aerospace school in the country, okay? So suck on that. But you tell somebody that you don't party after Rush Week. So Rush Week, you're not allowed to talk about it. You're not allowed to talk about partying. You're not allowed to talk about drinking, anything like that. So it makes all the sororities out to be these, like, you know, it made me feel like I was spending time or like getting to know girls that I thought I was like, that I thought I would connect with. But the truth is, after Rush Week, the truth comes out, and people try to invite you to do stuff, and you say, oh, I'm sorry, I don't party, but thanks for the invite. Like, if you want to hang out sometime, let me know. And you're automatically like cut off, like, nope, you're boring, I'll go make more friends. And I think that's unfortunate. I really, really think it's unfortunate how much my lack of interest in something can push me away from people. And I've run into that countless times here. And the two best friends I have are the people that don't care. They might do it themselves, but they know where my limit is. They know that they're not going to get me to do something. They know that they can't force me or encourage me. And they know, and they're totally okay that I don't do it, which is awesome. One of them doesn't do anything either, so I'm like, thank you, so we hang out a lot. And then my other friend, she does a little bit, and like, good for her, but she's not gonna judge me. She doesn't care. And that's exactly, those are the kind of people that I want in my life. And nothing against, I'm honestly totally stereotyping sorority girls right now, but the ones that I have encountered and the ones that I have met, that is their life. It is a very big part of their life, and the people that they have involved in their life and the friends that they do have are gonna support their drinking habits, and they only want friends that have the same drinking habits. And it's unfortunate. I wish it wasn't as much. I wish it wasn't such a big deal, just like I wish being an engineer wasn't such a big deal. But I felt like people judged me and looked at me and perceived me differently. And again, if you don't want to be friends with me because of that, so be it. I'm sorry, but just like, I'm very much everything happens for a reason person, and that there's always a way to look on the bright side. Getting rejected from Stanford, I'm like, well, Stanford doesn't want me. Looks like I'm gonna go make great opportunities for myself somewhere else. Just like with friends. If you don't want to be friends with me because I don't party, and because I'm in engineering, and because I'm not a big have 500 friends kind of person, so be it, okay? I guess I won't spend my time on you. And that's kind of how I felt about the sorority, is that you think of your stereotypical sorority girl that you see in a movie, and I honestly thought, oh, it's not gonna be like that. It's really like that. That's how I felt, and I regret spending $1,300 on it, but I'm also glad I tried, but I also wish this stupid thing was not so expensive. Okay, there's that. Can't believe I just said all that. But if you guys have any questions about a sorority, want me to make any more videos or whatever on this stuff, just let me know, because I am totally open to talking more about what I've gone through and how I felt just distant from everybody because of it, because of what I do and how I behave. I would totally be open to that, but I just want to thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope it gave you some insight, and I will see you on my next one. Peace out. Bye.